All right, we're here at Nightmare Weekend 2024 in Richmond, Virginia with Nick Castle, the embodiment of the shape in the original Halloween movie. First off, as a Richmond native, Nick, I have to ask you, how's Richmond treated you? What has this weekend been like?
Oh, it's been great. The people who put on the convention did a great job, treated us guests really well. And, you know, this is my first time in Richmond in 30 years when I directed Major Pain here.
Yeah.
In Richmond and Charlottesville. So just had a great time. You know, first, the other thing is that they bring in some of my buddies too.
True.
Other guests that I've known for years and years and years. So it's like a little reunion.
Well, I have to ask, with the original Halloween,
yeah,
it's one of my favorite horror movies of all time, right? I mean, Carpenter kind of occupies a lot of that favorites, the
right.
Thing and everything. But yeah, like you said, Tom Atkins is here, Sandy Johnson's here, everyone's here. What has that legacy been like to witness from your perspective, you know, over almost 50 years?
Well, it's a giant surprise, you know, that it ever happened. You know, no one, you know, had any inkling it would be this. And actually, in the last 15 years, this whole fan base has even gotten more exponential, bigger and larger, and the new movies that came out gave it another shot in the arm. So it's like it'll never end.
Well, it seems like all ages have seen it now. You guys get people who saw it when it came out. You guys get kids and everything.
Yeah.
What was filming it like for you, you know, being Michael Myers and that whole process?
It was really offhanded, you know. John and I went to film school together, so we did student films together. Did his first feature film, started as a student film. It almost seemed like another student film to me. But, you know, professional, larger camera, and you know, of course, John getting better and better at his craft.
And for Michael Myers, what was your approach to, you know, wandering around set as him and the scenes that you were in as him?
You know, it was very instinctual. Whatever I did was not planned. We didn't rehearse it. You know, John basically said, "Walk over there, duck, come out of the shadows," and you know, it happened. So you know, it's not as if it was totally by accident, but it was really coming with whatever gifts you brought to the show.
Well, and lastly, do you have like one favorite story that you like relating from the production of that original movie?
My favorite story is my worst day on the set. John, if you remember at all, the character escapes from the insane asylum without the mask on, jumps on the back of a car, and steals the car and runs away.
Yeah.
Well, that whole jumping on the car was done at 4 a.m. in the fake rain, cold. They didn't bother to warm up the water for me, and I was just in a hospital gown, freezing my ass off. That's what I remember about Halloween.
Well, Nick, it's great to see you here. Thank you so much for taking
welcome.
the time. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.